You guys know how AI is a thing right now, right? Everybody's going crazy over AI, Chat GPT, essay writer, Dolly, all this stuff, making life easy. But what you guys don't know about is this thing coming up called OI. It's insane.
Do not watch this video because this blows it out of the water. So a lot of people think we won't ever be able to create something smarter than a human. And there actually is a lot of evidence for
No, it
this.
wasn't
We've
real.
created supercomputers with more mental capacity than a human, but the problem is they're huge. The human brain is estimated to have a capacity of over 2,000 terabytes. It just takes so many transistors to rival the power of the brain that it becomes really inefficient in terms of space and energy. But a new really creepy development might change that. So this is a rendering of an organoid, which is when you take human cells and have them populate a 3D scaffolding. And recently,
Like, when you think about that, is that even ethical? Because you're taking human body parts, human organs, and you're turning it into something completely out of its natural environment. You're turning it into storage of data. Like, what if that storage of data becomes sentient and it's like, oh my god, what the fuck are you guys doing to me? It's fucked, bro.
they've been able to do this with brain cells. I don't know why they always use
Yeah, brain cells, literal brain cells, like human brain cells.
Pong for this stuff, but these are human brain cells in a petri dish and they're playing Pong. What's crazy?
That is so creepy. For the human brain cells that are like, they're this big, they're barely as big as like maybe my hand, and they still have the like capacity for them to play Pong. So imagine if they increase the size. What else can they do? It's just scary, bro.
Crazy about this is these organoid brains learn way faster than AI. And so far they appear to be way better at solving complex problems just like the human brain. They've also been able to take these mini human brains and put them in rat brains and show that they can respond to the visual stimuli. What's scary about this is human brains are limited mostly by our head size. That's one of the things that sets us apart from other primates. But with an
Yup, like if we make an organoid, we don't have to worry about the head size because we can just infinitely make as much brain matter and we could collect as much information and data as we can.
organoid brain, you could fill a whole room with brain matter and have it be one huge supercomputer. People are already asking questions about what happens if someone uses your brain matter for a supercomputer. Since it's a human brain, would it be conscious? Since it's your DNA, would it be you? Does it have rights? It's crazy.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. That whole thing is creepy because at that point, it's sentient. Like, no brain, even if you just make a brain without like a personality or anything and you just put data in it just as like a storage system, at some point, it's going to evolve to a point where it just gains sentience. I don't know. It just wakes up one day. Like, you know, when you're 4 years old or 5 years old and you immediately just have sentience and you're just self-aware. Like, before those ages, we didn't know shit. Maybe that could happen with the brain. I don't know. That's just my thing, but...
This is absolutely mind-blowing. Scientists plan on creating what they call organoid intelligence, or OI. The researchers will attempt to grow clumps of brain cells in a dish and then create the technology needed to transform these clumps of brain cells into powerful computers, which will be a new biotechnology.
Buddy sounds way too excited about this.
Researchers say that the goal is to establish organoid intelligence as a form of genuine biological computing that harnesses brain organoids using scientific and bioengineering advances in an ethically responsible manner.
Is this really ethic? Is this really ethical? It's still a human brain. At some point, it will gain conscious. Unless you code it to not gain conscious.
First, the researchers grow small collections of brain cells in a dish from samples of human tissue. Because organoids are a self-organized 3D tissue, the researchers hope to use these brain cells in place of standard silicon computer chips.
Yep.
Because of the three-dimensional nature of organoids, this will allow the neurons to create significantly more connections. Then, the researchers are going to create technology that would allow them to communicate with the organoids and have them communicate back.
That's even creepier, because now we'll be able to talk to the brains. So then once you start talking to the brains, imagine like you finally gain the first connection to talk to one of the organoid brains, and then it's just like, we're coming for you. Like, what the fuck do you do? Because maybe it's aware of its existence and it's like, you humans created us just to fucking be lab rats and hold your data. We're gonna come after you once we gain enough power or some shit. I don't know. It's fucking creepy.
Would not only allow researchers to tap into the brain's ability to store information and learning capabilities, but they could also give researchers insight into patients suffering from neural disorders such as Alzheimer's disease. They could also investigate various genetic factors, medicines, and toxins' influence on these neurological disorders. While the technology is still in its
I mean, I guess that's a good way to look at it. Like, you can use it to figure out, okay, why do we get these certain diseases? But that's even still fucked up, because then you're simulating these diseases on something that's still technically living, which is brain matter. Like, they're still alive, but just in a different way.
infancy, Dr. Brett Kagan of Cortical Labs has provided a proof of concept by showing that a normal flat brain culture can learn to play Pong.
That's fucking scary, man. The future is getting very, very creepy. And I definitely feel like by 2100 or 2200, humans and AI, we're gonna like end up merging somehow. We're gonna have some biotech shit going on. We're gonna be cyborgs. Like, I don't know. I can see that.